Harry?
Jack?
Well, you been here long?
Oh, no.
You mind?
Not at all.
Nice to see the sun again.
'Tis.
Been laid up for a few days.
Oh, dear.
Chill. In bed.
Oh, dear. Still, appreciate the comforts.
What? Oh, you're right. Still, nice to be out.
Very.
You mind?
All yours.
Damn bad news.
Yes.
Not surprising.
Gets worse before it gets better.
That's right. Still, not to grumble.
No, no.
Put on a bold front.
That's right.
Pretty.
Very.
By Joe. Oh, well.
That the one?
Yes.
Ah, well.
Yeah. Still.
Clouds. Watch their different shapes.
Yeah.
See how they drift over?
By Joe.
First sight, nothing. Then just watch the edges. See?
Amazing.
Never notice when you're just walking.
Well, still, best time of the year.
What?
Always think this is the best time.
Oh, yes.
Not too hot, not too cold.
Seen that.
Well, you get some surprises. Hello? Good God.
What I felt.
The human mind.
Oh, dear, yes.
One of these days.
Ah, yes.
Never will it be.
Oh, yes.
Never give it a thought.
No, never.
By Jove.
Cotton.
Picked it up.
See, you've come prepared.
Huh? Oh, best to make sure.
Took a risk myself.
What's life worth?
Oh, yes.
I say, that was a shock.
Yesterday.
Bolt from the blue and no mistake.
I'd been half prepared, even then.
A shock.
Absolutely.
My wife, you've met, was that last week?
Ah, yes.
Well, a very delicate woman.
Still, very sturdy.
Physically, nothing to complain of.
No, no.
Temperament, however, on the sensitive side.
Really?
2 years ago, she... By Jove! What isn't that Saxton?
Believe it is.
Oh, he's a sharp dresser, no mistake.
Very.
They tell me that he... Well, I never...
Didn't see that, did he? Eyes in the back of your head these days.
Oh, you have, that's right.
Won't do that again in a hurry, what?
I had an uncle once who bred horses.
Really?
Used to go down there when I was a boy.
The country?
Oh, nothing like it. What? Fresh air?
Clouds.
I'd say so.
My wife was coming up this morning.
Oh, really?
A slight headache. Thought might be better.
Indoors. Well, make sure.
When I was in the army.
Really? What regiment?
Fusiliers.
Really? How extraordinary.
You?
No. A cousin.
Well.
A different time, of course.
Ah.
Used to bring his rifle. No, that was Arthur. I get them muddled up.
Still.
Never leaves you.
No.
In good stead.
Oh, yes.
All your life.
Oh, yes.
I was, for a very short while, in the Royal Air Force.
Really?
Oh, well, nothing to brag about.
No, now. Flying?
On the ground.
Chrysanthemums is my wife's hobby.
Oh, really?
37 species round the house.
It's a beautiful flower.
Do you know there are over 100?
Really?
Different species.
Oh, I suppose you can mix them up.
Ah, very.
He's coming back.
Hmm?
Swanson.
Saxton.
Saxton. Always do you get those two mixed up? Two boys at school, one called Swanson and the other Saxton. The curious thing is that they both looked alike.
Really?
And both had a curious skin disease here, on the side of the nose.
Eczema.
Really?
Could have been.
Well, I never thought of that. When I was at school, I had an ambition to be a priest, you know.
Really?
Oh, I thought about it a great deal.
Ah, yes, a great decision.
Oh, my word, yes.
Catholic or Anglican?
Well, I could never quite make up my mind.
Both got a great deal to offer.
Great deal, my word.
Advantages one way, and then in another.
Oh.
One of my first ambitions.
Oh, yes?
Oh, now you laugh.
Oh, no. Really?
Well, I should have liked to have been a dancer.
Dancer. Tap or ballet?
Well, probably a bit of both.
Fine thing. Grace.
Yes.
Physical momentum.
Ah, yes.
Swanson would have appreciated that.
Saxton.
Saxton. So, in school, we had a boy called Ramsbottom.
Really?
Now, I wouldn't have envied that boy's life.
No.
The euphemisms to which a name, well, you don't have to think very far.
Oh, no.
A name can be a great embarrassment in life.
It can. We had, let me think, a boy called Fish.
Fish.
And another called Parsons.
Parsons.
Nicknamed Nosy.
By Jove. Some of those nicknames are very clever.
Yeah.
When I was young, I had a very tall friend. He was exceedingly tall, as a matter of fact. Yeah, he was called Lolly.
Lolly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it fitted him very well. Yeah. And he had very large teeth as well.
The past, it conjures up some images.
Oh, it does. It does.
You wonder how there was ever time for it all.
Time! Don't mention it.
A fine cane.
What? Oh, there.
Father had a cane, walked for miles.
Yes, that's a habit that's fast dying out.
Oh, yes.
Knew a man, related to a friend on my father's side, used to walk 20 miles a day.
20?
Each morning.
That really shows some
To
spirit.
keep up a steady pace, you can manage 4 miles to the hour.
Goodness.
5 hours. Started at 8 each morning. Back for lunch at 1.
Must have had a great appetite.
Absolutely. Ate like a horse.
Stand him in good stead later on.
Yeah. Killed, you know, in the war.
Oh, dear.
You do much fighting?
What?
Army?
Oh, well, modest amount.
Nasty business.
Oh, doesn't bear thinking about.
2 relatives of mine killed in the war.
Oh, dear.
Have to give thanks, I must say.
Oh, yes.
Mother's father, a military man.
Yes?
All his life.
He must have seen some sights.
Oh, yes.
Must have all had meaning then.
Oh, yes. Africa, India. She's buried, as a matter of fact, in Hong Kong.
Really?
So they tell me. I've never been there myself.
No.
Hot climates can be the very devil, I think, if you happen for temperament.
Oh, you don't need to tell me.
What, have you been there?
No, just what one reads.
Dysentery.
Very.
Yellow fever.
Oh, dear.
Say nothing of the other contingencies.
Oh, yes.
At times one's glad simply to live on an island.
Ah, yes.
It's strange, that.
Yes.
Out the sea, all around, civilization would never be what it is.
No.
The ideals of life, liberty, freedom, they'll be the same. Well, democracy. If we'd lived on the continent, for example.
Oh, absolutely.
Are those your gloves?
Yes.
I've got a pair like that at home.
Yes?
Very nearly. The seam goes the other way, I think. Yes, it does.
A present. My wife.
Oh, yeah?
At Christmas.
Season of good cheer?
Less and less, of course, these days.
Oh, dear man. Whole thing's absolutely ruined. No, when money intrudes, all feeling goes right out of the window.
Oh, yes.
I had a cousin on my mother's side who once fell off a cliff.
Really?
Quite a considerable height.
Yes?
But fell into the sea, fortunately, dazed. Otherwise, quite quickly recovered.
Very fortunate.
Did it for a dare. Only 12 years old at the time.
I remember I fell off a cliff one time.
Oh, dear.
Not very high. And there was someone there to catch me.
They can be very exciting places.
Oh, very.
I once owned a little boat.
Really?
Oh, just for fishing, nothing to brag about.
Oh, a fishing man.
No, more of an occasional pursuit.
I've always been curious about that.
Oh, yes.
A solitary figure crouched upon a bank.
Never stirring.
No, no.
Can be very tedious, I know.
Still, a boat is more interesting.
Oh, yes, more in the tradition, really.
The family.
No, more in the island.
Ah, yes.
Drake.
Yes.
Nelson.
Beatty.
Sir Walter Raleigh.
That was a very fine man. Poet.
Lost his head, you know.
It's surprising the amount of dust that collects in so short a space of time.
Yeah. Spot like this, I suppose, attracts it.
Yeah. You never became a priest then?
No.
Splendid to have a vocation.
Oh, it is something you can believe in.
Oh, yes.
No, I could never resolve certain difficulties myself.
Yes?
The hows and the wherefores, I could understand. I mean, how we came to be. His presence lurking everywhere. But the whys, no, I could never understand. It seemed a terrible waste of time to me. I thought it was better to leave it to someone who didn't mind.
Oh, yes.
Same must be true, I suppose, about dancing.
Oh, yes. I remember turning up, for instance, to my first class, only to discover that all the rest of them were girls. Well, there are men dancers, I know, still. Took up football after that.
To professional standard, I imagine.
Oh, no, just the odd kick around. I joined a team that played in the park on Sunday mornings.
The athletic life has many attractions.
It has. It has.
How long you've been here, then?
Oh, a couple of,
It was strange meeting the other day.
Yes.
Said to myself as I went back, what a chance encounter.
Yes.
I mean, so seldom one meets anyone to whom one can actually talk.
I know what you mean.
I mean, it works, one looks around, one meets people, but very little. Communication actually takes place.
Oh, very.
Not at all in most cases.
Oh, absolutely.
The agonies, the frustrations. I assure you, in the end, one gives up in absolute despair.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that Parker?
No, I don't think so. I believe his name's Fielding.
I could have sworn that was Parker.
No, I don't think so. Parker walks with a limp. Very slight.
No, that's Marshall.
Oh, well, then I've got Parker mixed up again.
You see the one who came in yesterday?
Hendricks.
Is that his name?
I believe that's what I heard.
A suspicious-looking character, I thought. And his wife.
I should have thought his girlfriend.
Oh, really? Oh, well, that makes far more sense. I mean, I'm a great believer in the institution of marriage as such.
Oh, yes.
I've always noticed that when a husband and wife display their affection in public, it's a sure sign the marriage is breaking up.
Really?
It's a very curious thing, there. Must be some psychological explanation.
Insecurity.
Yes, I suppose so.
Quite frequently one can judge people entirely by their behavior.
You can, you know, that's right.
Take my father, for instance. Extraordinary man by any standards. And yet throughout his life he could never put out a light.
Really?
Superstition. If he had to turn off a switch, he'd ask someone else to do it.
How extraordinary.
Quite casually. One never noticed. Over the years, one got quite used to it, of course. As a man, he was extremely polite.
Ah, yes.
Mother now, she was quite the reverse.
Oh, yes?
Great appetite for life.
Oh, really?
3 children.
Oh, really?
Youngest.
You were?
Oh, yes.
One of 7?
7?
Large families in those days.
Oh, yes.
Family life.
Oh, yes.
Society without it wouldn't be what it is today.
No, no.
Still,
Yes?
we have a very wonderful example.
Oh, my word.
At times I don't know where some of us would be without it.
No, no, not at all.
A friend of mine, more of an acquaintance, really, was introduced to George VI at Waterloo.
Waterloo?
The station.
By Jove.
He was an assistant to the station master at the time, in a lowly capacity, of course. His Majesty was taking a weekend trip into the country.
Probably to Windsor.
Can you get to Windsor from Waterloo?
No, I'm not sure.
Sandringham, of course, is in the country.
The other way.
The other way.
Balmoral in the Highlands.
I had an aunt once who for a short while lived near Gloucester.
That's a remarkable stretch of the country.
The Vale of Evesham.
Vale of Evesham.
A local legend has it that Adam and Eve originated there.
Really?
There's a very wide currency, I believe, in the district. For instance, you may have read that portion in the Bible.
I have.
Well, the profusion of vegetation, for example, would indicate that it couldn't possibly have been anywhere in the Middle East.
No, no.
On the other hand, the profusion of animals, snakes, for example, would indicate it might easily have been a more tropical environment, as opposed, that is, to one that's merely temperate.
Yes, I see.
Then again, there's ample evidence to suppose that during the period in question, equatorial conditions existed in the very place in which we're now sitting.
Really?
Discoveries have been made which would indicate that lions, tigers, wolves, elephants, rhinoceros actually inhabited these parts.
My word.
Under those circumstances, it wouldn't be unusual to suppose that the Vale of Evesham was such a place itself. The very cradle, as it were, of...
Close to where your aunt lived.
Yes, that's right.
Do you mind if I have a look?
No, of course not.
One seldom sees canes of this quality these days.
No, you don't.
I believe they've gone out of fashion.
They have?
Like beards.
Beards.
My father had a small moustache.
Moustache, I always thought, became a man.
Chamberlain.
Roosevelt.
Schweitzer.
Chaplin.
Hitler.
Yeah. Travel. Travel, I always thought, the great broadener of the mind.
My word.
I travelled a great deal when I was young.
Far?
All over.
Great thing.
Ah, sets its mark upon a man.
Like the army.
Like the army, yes. The fighting you do, I suppose, has very much the same effect.
Oh, yes.
The bayonet.
What?
Not the old...
Bayonet, ball, and flame. The old three, we used to call them.
Oh, my word, yes.
Great welder of character.
Oh, I'd say so.
The youth of today might have done some good.
By Jove, I'd say so.
In the Royal Air Force, of course.
Bombs.
Really?
Cannon.
Oh, yes. Wouldn't have got far in our job, I can tell you. Without the Royal Air Force.
No, that's true.
Britannia rules the waves. And rules the skies, too, I shouldn't wonder.
Well, yes, that is so.
Nowadays, of course.
Rockets.
Oh, yes.
They tell me
Yes?
that when the next catastrophe occurs,
Ah, yes?
the island itself might very well be flooded.
Really?
Well, with the exception of the more prominent peaks, of course.
Oh, yes.
While we're sitting here, waiting to be buried,
Yes?
we'll end up by being drowned.
Extraordinary. No Vale of Evesham, then.
Ah, no.
Nor your aunt at Gloucester.
Oh, she died, you know, a short while ago.
Oh, I am sorry.
Oh, we weren't very attached.
Oh, no.
So,
Yes?
a remarkable person in her own particular way. So few interesting people around these days. So few characters.
Ah, yes.
Uniformity.
Mrs. Washington.
Oh, really? Oh, wait, I've been keeping an eye open for her.
Striking woman.
Her husband's related to a cousin of mine on my father's side.
Really? My word.
I shouldn't be surprised if she recognizes me. No.
Scarcely glanced. Her mind on other things.
Oh, yes.
Spot of cloud there.
You've seen those? Well, nothing up my sleeve. You ready? 1, 2, 3. It's gone.
My word.
Pick out the Queen of Hearts.
This one.
Right. Now, the Queen of Hearts.
This one.
Well, that one.
Oh.
Try again. Now, there she is. Where is she? Take your time.
This one.
That one.
Well, I'll have to study those.
Well, it's easy when you know how. I got some more back there. One of my favorite tricks is to take the ace of spades out of somebody's top pocket.
Oh.
Oh, no. It takes some preparation. Sometimes in a lady's handbag, that goes down very well.
Goodness.
Knew a man related to a friend on my father's side who could put a lighted cigarette into his mouth, take one half out of one ear, the other half out of the other, still lighted.
How on earth did he do that?
Oh, I don't know.
I suppose, physiologically, it's possible then.
No. I shouldn't think so.
No.
Of course, one of the great things about the war was its spirit of camaraderie.
Friendship.
What you found there? The airfield where I was stationed, more like one great big happy family, really. My word. The things one did for one another,
Oh,
the
yes.
way one worked.
Soon passed.
Ah, it did.
Oh, yes.
No sooner was the fighting over than back it came, backbiting, complaints, get what you can. I sometimes think that if the war had been continued another 30 years, we'd all have felt the benefit.
Oh, yes.
One's children would have grown up far different, that's for sure.
Really? How many have you got?
2.
Oh, that's very nice.
Boy, married, girl, likewise. Oh, they're rushing to things so early these days.
Oh, yes.
And you?
No. Never had the privilege.
Ah, yes. Oh, responsibility. One sometimes wonders if it's worth it. cousin of mine, on my father's side, threw herself out of a railway carriage.
Oh, dear, how awful.
Yes.
Killed outright?
Well, fortunately, it had just drawn into a station.
I see.
Girl married to a salesman, refrigerators, sells appliances of that nature.
Oh, opposite to me.
Really?
Heating engineer.
Really? How extraordinary. I never would have guessed.
And yourself?
Oh, I've tinkered with a couple of things.
Oh, yes.
What I like about my present job is the scope that it gives for initiative.
Rather. Same with mine.
Distribution of foodstuffs in a wholesale store.
Really?
Thinking out new ideas. Constant speculation.
Oh, yes.
Did you know that if you put jam into small cardboard containers, it sells better than if you put it into large glass jars?
Really?
Psychological. When you put it in a glass jar, you're wondering all the time what on earth, subconsciously, you're going to do with the glass bottle. With the cardboard box, that anxiety is instantly dismissed. Result? Improved sales, lower prices, improved distribution.
That's a fascinating job.
No, use your brain. There's absolutely nothing there to stop you.
I can see.
Heating now must be a very similar problem.
Oh, yes.
Various ways of warming up a house.
Yes.
Well, not warming it up, as the case might be.
Yes.
I don't think I met your wife.
No. No, as a matter of fact, we've been separated for a short while.
Oh, dear.
One of those misfortunes.
It happens a great deal.
Oh, yes.
Each have our cross.
Oh, yes.
Well, soon be time for lunch.
Well. And I haven't had my walk.
No, still.
Probably do as much good.
Oh, yes.
Well, then,
Yours or mine?
mine, I believe.
Ah, yes.
Very fine gloves.
Yes.
Pack-a-mac?
All correct.
Cane?
Cane,
Well, then, off we go.
off we go.
Beautiful corner.
Ah, cheers.
Work up an appetite.
Right then, best foot forward.
Best foot forward.
Best foot forward, and off we go.
God. God, blimey.
Gonna rain, ask me.
Rain all it wants, ask me. God, blimey, gonna kill me, is this?
Gonna rain and catch us out here. That's what it's gonna do.
Gonna rain all right, innit? Gonna rain all right. Put your umbrella up, sun's still shining. God, blimey, invite rain, that will. Common sense, girl.
Out here and no shelter. Be all right if it starts.
God, blimey, my bleeding feet. Surprise me they don't drop off. Cut clean through these, will.
Clouds all over. Told you we shouldn't have come out.
Get nothing if you don't try, girl. Oh, blimey.
Dunno.
Yeah, you'll be all right, won't you? Oh, there is. See right through you can.
What?
Yeah. Rain comes straight through that. Won't get much shelter under that. God, blimey, you'll be all right, won't you?
Be all right with you in any case. Walk no faster than a snail.
Not surprised. Don't want me to escape. That's my trouble, Gil.
Here.
What we got for lunch?
Sprouts.
Seen 'em, have you?
Smelt 'em.
What's today, then?
Friday.
End of week.
Corned beef hash.
That's Wednesday.
Sausage roll.
Think you're right. Oh, blimey.
Know what you want to do, don't you?
Oh.
Ask for another pair of shoes, girl, ask me.
Took me laced ones, haven't they? Only ones that fitted. Thought I'd hang myself, didn't they? Only 5 inches long.
What they think you are?
Bleeding mouse, more likely.
Here. Not like the last one I was in.
No?
Let you paint on the walls, they did.
Oh.
Do anything. Muck around. Here. Won't tell you what some of them did.
What? Never.
Cross me heart.
Glad I wasn't there. This place is bad enough. You've seen Henderson, have you?
Oh, to lock him up, ask me.
Oh. What you do then?
Here?
At this other place?
Nothing. Mucked around.
Mm-hmm. Here.
My dentist comes from Pakistan.
Yours?
Took out all my teeth.
Those not your own, then?
All went rotten when I had my little girl. There she is, waitress at the seaside.
And you stuck here?
No teeth.
Don't appreciate it?
They don't.
Never.
Might take this down if it doesn't rain.
God blimey. Take these off. I thought I could get them on again. Tried catching a serious disease.
Where was that?
Only had me in 2 days, so nothing the matter with you, my girl.
Don't believe you.
Next thing, got home, smashed everything in sight.
No.
Windows, cooker, nearly broke me back. Thought I'd save the telly, still owed 18 months. Thought everything or nothing, girl.
Rotten programmes.
Didn't half give it a good old conk.
There's one thing. You get a good night's sleep.
Like being with a steam engine where I come from, God blimey. That much whistling and groaning, think you're going to take off.
More like a boa constrictor, ask me. Here. Started crying everywhere I went. Started off on Christmas Eve.
It's happy time, Christmas.
Didn't stop till Boxing Day.
If he ever comes again, I hope he comes on Wet Tuesday. For me, that's the best time of the year.
Why's that?
Dunno. Wet Tuesday's always been a lucky day for me. First party I ever went to was on a Wet Tuesday. First fella I went with. Can't be the date. Different every year.
My lucky day is the last Friday in any month with an R in it, when the next month doesn't begin later than the following Monday.
How'd you make that out?
I don't know. I was telling the doctor that the other day. There's that man with the binoculars watching you.
Where?
Lift your dress up.
No.
Go on. Told you.
Looks like he's got diarrhea. See that chap the other day? Showed his slides of a trip up the Amazon River.
See that one with no clothes on?
Oh.
Supposed to be cooking his dinner.
Won't have him here again.
Showing all his P's and Q's. Here.
Lord and Lady used to live here at one time.
When was that?
Dunno.
Probably still inside, asked me. See that woman with the dyed hair? She told me she'd been in films. What films? I said, blue films.
What'd she say?
The ones I was in was not in colour. Lose me teeth one of these days.
Better than losing something else.
Here.
Good. Good day, ladies.
Good day yourself, your lordships.
Oh, I wouldn't go so far as to say that.
No. Still a bit of the common touch.
Well, at least I hope so.
Oh, yes.
And how have you been keeping, Professor?
Professor, I can see we're a little elevated this morning.
Don't know about elevated, but we're sitting down.
Been standing up we have for hours.
Ours?
While you were sitting down.
Oh, dear. I wasn't aware.
Gosh, you wear. My bleeding feet. Just look at them.
Pull your skirt down, girl.
Oh, God.
Well, my friend is a specialist in house warming. and I'm a retailer in preserves.
What'd I tell you?
No atomic bombs today.
I don't think so.
And how is your Mongol sister?
Mongol? I'm afraid you must have the wrong person, ma'am.
My friend, I'm afraid, has been separated from his wife. As a result, I can assure you of many hardships.
Of course.
And I myself, though happily married in some respects, must confess that my condition is not all that it should be. I mean, one endeavours, but it's the nature of things, I'm afraid, that on the whole one fails.
My friend Jack has invented several new methods of retailing jam.
Jam? I like that.
Oh, really?
Strawberry, my favourite.
Raspberry, mine.
Well, a friend of my family once owned a small factory which was given over exclusively to its manufacture in very large vats.
I like treacle myself.
Oh, treacle now is an entirely different matter.
Comes from Malaya.
That's rubber, I believe.
In tins.
The rubber comes from Malaya, I believe.
I eat it, don't I? I ought to know.
She has treacle on her bread.
It comes, as a matter of fact, I believe, from the West Indies.
West Indies? Where's that?
Near Hong Kong.
That's the East Indies, I believe.
You ever been to the North Indies?
I don't believe...
Well, that's where treacle comes from.
I see.
Mrs. Glover has not been looking her usual self.
Who's she?
She's the lady with the rather embarrassing disfigurement.
Her with one ear?
The one who's only half a nose.
She snores.
You'd snore as well, wouldn't you, if you only had half a nose?
Eating away.
What?
Her husband ate it one night when she was sleeping.
Silly to fall asleep with any man, I say. These days they get up to anything. Read it in the papers and the next thing they want to try it themselves.
The weather's been particularly mild today.
Oh, not like my flaming feet.
Well, as one gets older, these little things are sent to trials.
Little? God blimey. I take size 7.
My word.
Like to get his backside on this chair, he would.
What?
It's extraordinary that more facilities of this nature are not provided, in my view.
Only but a garden with any flowers. Half a dozen daisies.
Tulips.
Roses?
I know daisies, don't I? Those are daisies. Grow 3 feet tall.
Really?
Rest of it's all covered in muck.
Oh, it's not as bad as that.
What? I call that muck. What's it supposed to be?
A rockery, I believe.
Rockery? More like a rubbish tip, ask me.
Well, very likely the flowers haven't grown yet.
Flowers? How'd you grow flowers on old bricks and bits of plaster?
Certain categories, of course,
Oh, yeah.
can be trained to grow in these conditions.
You're round the bend, you are. Ought to have you up there, they did.
They say the flowers are just as bad up that end, too.
Yeah.
You ask me, all this is just typical.
Typical?
1 table, 2 chairs between 1,000 people.
2, they tell me.
2,000. 1,000 for this chair and 1,000 for that.
There are, of course, the various benches.
Benches seem better sold for firewood.
Make red marks, they do, across your bum.
Clouding slightly.
Slightly.
Well, your skirt down, go.
One alternative, of course, would be to bring, say, a couple of more chairs out with us.
Well, now, that'd be a solution.
4 chairs, 1 each. I don't believe, for an afternoon, say, they'd be missed from the lecture hall.
Here. You see up the Amazon last night?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, now you mention it. Yes, I believe I did.
See that fella with the loincloth?
Oh, I must confess there are certain attractions in the primitive life. Air, space.
Seen all he's got, that's all you've seen.
Oh, I believe there was a moment when the eye...
Moment?
I thought his pancakes looked rather nice. On the little log.
Not his pancakes, he's seen, my girl.
The canoe now is not unlike my own little boat.
Fishing there, somewhat more than a mere pastime.
Oh, yes.
Life and death.
Oh, yes.
You the fella they caught climbing out of a window here last week?
What, me?
Him.
Don't think so. Don't recollect that.
Now, where might I ask, did you obtain that information?
Where? Hey, I thought you told me it was him.
Not me, Mrs. Ella.
You sure?
Not me, anyway.
I had a relative, a nephew, as a matter of fact, who started a window cleaning business. Let's see. Well, must have been about 2 years ago now.
Really?
Oh, great scope there for an adventurous man.
In bathroom windows especially.
Heights, distances.
On the very tall buildings, of course, they lower them from the roof.
Oh, yeah.
Don't have the ladders long enough, you know.
Your friend seems to be in a very jovial frame of mind.
I'd like to see that.
Oh, yes, gloom. Too much of it in this place. Mr. Metcalf now. You know, I don't think he's spoken to anyone since the day he arrived.
What's he then?
He's the gentleman who's constantly pacing up and down.
One says hello, of course, he never seems to notice.
Yeah, you were asking if they'd let you out.
Who?
Your friend.
Oh, nothing is dramatic. Certain inquiries, temporary visit, domestic problems, you know. Without a man, very little, I'm afraid, gets done.
Gets too much done, ask me. That's half the trouble.
However, it seems that certain aspects can be cleared up by correspondence. One doesn't want, after all, to impose unduly.
Oh, no.
Events have their own momentum, take their time.
You married to me, they would, I tell you.
Oh, now, Mrs.
Madam.
We all have our little foibles, our little failings.
Oh, yes,
Hardly
indeed.
be human without.
No.
The essence of true friendship, in my view, is to make allowances for one another's little lapses.
Heard all about your little lapses, haven't we?
And we all have our little falls from grace.
Given up smoking because they won't let him have any matches. Burn down the whole bleeding building, he will.
There are rumours that drift around a place like this. Well, it's hardly worth the trouble.
Oh, absolutely.
One believed everything one heard.
Oh, yes.
Say to my friend this morning, one can't enjoy life as it takes. Why, what's the good of living it at all? One can't, after all, spend the whole of one's life inside a shell.
Oh, no.
No, well, he'd spend it inside if he had half a chance. Tell my husband of you, I shall.
Bus driver.
Oh, really? Oh, yes. Oh, I've taken a lifelong interest in public transport.
Taking a lifelong interest in something else more than life.
Say to my friend this morning, that travel's a great broadener of the mind, opening vistas.
Well, let's go down, girl.
Respect for the gentler sex, I must say, is a fast diminishing concept in the modern world.
Oh, yes.
I recollect the time when one stood for a lady as a matter of course.
Oh, yes.
Know the kind of standing he's on about.
Each of us becomes hardened in his ways. No regard for anyone else's.
Be missing your dinner, you will. Here. You all right?
Slight moment of upsetness.
My friend is a man, he won't mind my saying this,
No.
of great sensibility and feeling.
Here. Are you having us on?
Madam, I regret any concern that I might unwittingly have caused. In fact, and I'm sure my friend will concur, perhaps you'll allow us to accompany you to the dining hall. I've noticed in the past, although one has to queue to leave it any later, as to run the risk of being served with a cold plate, the food cold. The manners of the cook at times, I must confess, appalling.
We'll have to go. There'll be nothing left.
It's a seat he's after.
Oh, I assure you, madam, we're on our way.
You mind if I lean on your arm?
Kathleen?
Oh, now, that's a very pretty name.
Got straps, makes your ankles swell.
Allow me,
Oh, thank you.
Harry.
Harry.
And this is my friend Jack.
Jack. And this is my friend, Marjorie.
Marjorie, delightful.
Here, you all right?
Are you carrying it with you or are you coming?
Allow me,
Here.
Marjorie.
Perhaps after lunch we could all meet here again.
Oh, yes, a little chat. Time passes very slowly.
Here. Where's my bag?
Need carrying out, I will.
Yeah, all right.
Have you all the time, I shall.
Ready? All aboard then, shall we?
All right, then.
Right then, dining hall, here we come.
Sausages today, if I'm not mistaken.
Corned beef hash.
Much the same, I always say.
Turned out better.
Turned out better.
All together.
All together.
Well then, here we go.
What?
Alfred, innit?
Yeah.
You'll break that, you will.
Yeah.
See my mate? Woman that limps.
No.
One day you get seconds, they go off without you. You like treacle pud?
Yeah.
Get seconds?
No.
Should have waited.
Yeah.
Well, they said they'd be out here after remedials. You do remedials?
Yeah.
What you do?
Baskets.
Baskets. Should have known.
You got sixpence?
No. Better go find her. Let anybody turn around her hand, she will.
Yeah.
Now, this side's better.
Oh, look at that.
Where's the other one gone, then?
Well, that's a damn nuisance.
Oh, still only two. Don't know what they'll say.
Oh, dear.
Pinch anything round here. Can't turn you back. Oh, God.
There now.
Oh, good to get off your feet.
Yes, well...
Better sit on it. No good standing about. Don't know where she's got to. Where's your friend looking?
Went to remedials, I believe.
Oh, get you in there, won't let you out again. Yeah. He really what he says he is?
How do you mean?
Told us he was a doctor. Another time he said he'd been a sanitary inspector.
Really? Hadn't heard of that.
Go on. No, it's inspecting he'll do. You the same?
Oh, now, certain discriminations can be...
I've heard about you.
Well, that...
Making up things.
Oh, well, one embodies, of course.
What's that, then?
Fancies. What's life worth if you can't...
We've heard about that and all.
Well, I'm sure you and I have in reality a great deal in common. After all, one looks around, what does one see?
Good.
A little this, a little that.
Here. Everything you know is little.
Oh, well, yes. No great role for this act, I'm afraid. A little stage, a tiny part.
You an actor, then?
Well, as a matter of fact, I did at one time, actually, a little...
Yeah, little again. Do you notice?
Oh, you're right.
What parts you play, then?
Well, as a matter of fact, not your Hamlets, of course, your Ophelias, more the little bystander who passes by.
Yeah, little.
Oh, yes.
Play anything romantic?
Oh, romance now was never very far away.
Yeah.
One was cast, of course.
Think I could have been romantic.
Oh, yes?
Had the chance. Got it here.
Oh, yes.
Had different shoes than this.
Oh, yes, everything, of course, provided.
Gonna be a commotion, you ask me.
Commotion?
When they get here, 3 chairs. If he brings one as well, he'll have to stand.
Could have been confiscated, you know.
Confiscated.
Often happens. See a little pleasure and down they come.
Here, little.
Goodness. Yes. One of the great advantages of this spot, you know, is that it catches the sun so nicely.
What bit there is of it?
Bit.
Well, all that soot cuts it down. Instead of browning you, turns you black.
Black.
All over.
An industrial nation.
Good.
Can't have the benefit of both. Nature as well as the one is incurred at the expense of the other.
Your friend come in for following little girls?
What?
Go on, you can tell me. Cross me heart and hope to die.
Well, that...
Well, then?
I believe there were certain proclivities, shall we say.
Proclivities? What's them?
Nothing criminal, of course.
Oh, no.
No prosecution.
Oh, no.
Certain pressures on the... revealed themselves.
In public?
Oh, no, I didn't mean that.
I don't know what you're saying half the time. You realise that?
Communication is a difficult factor.
Say that again.
I believe he was encouraged to come here for a little...
Here, little.
Oh, yes, well, so very few places left now where one can be at ease.
Oh, could go on his holidays, seaside.
Beaches, crowded all the while.
Could go to the country.
Spaces.
Sent me to the country once. All them trees, worse than people. Good. Take 'em off, I thought I could get 'em on again. Can't understand why they don't let me have me laces. Took me belt as well. Who they think I'm going to strangle? Improved my figure, it did, the belt. Drew it in a bit.
Oh, I would say now myself that the proportions were in reasonable condition.
Oh, no.
Without wishing to seem immodest, of course.
Get little enough encouragement in my life. My friend, you know, was always crying.
Oh, now.
Everywhere she went. Cigarettes. No sooner in the shop, opens her mouth and out it comes. Same on buses.
Oh, dear, now.
Doesn't like sympathy.
Yes?
Get all I can myself.
Husband a bus driver, I believe.
Hers, not mine.
Oh, yes.
Mine's a corporation employee.
Ah, yes, one of the...
Cleans up muck. Whenever there's a pile of muck, they send him to clean it up.
I see.
You worked in a bank, then?
Well, in a...
Clean job. Don't know why he doesn't get a clean job. Doorman? Smells awful, he does. Gets barbed one night and the next day just the same.
Oh, yes.
Put you off your food.
Yes.
I ought to fumigate you, I said.
Yes?
Know what he says?
Yes?
Ought to fumigate you, my girl, and forget to switch it off.
Goodness.
It's going to be tea time before they get here.
No. Still a little time.
Your wife alive? Separated?
Well,
Unsympathetic?
Yes?
Your wife?
Well, one can't ask too much these days, I believe, of the...
Met once a fortnight, wouldn't be any divorce. Ridiculous living together, it's not human.
No.
It's like animals. Well, even they run off when they're not feeling like it.
Yes.
It's not natural. One man, one woman, who's he think he is? No, him. Made him a bachelor. God blimey, no wife for him.
No.
Save somebody the trouble.
Yes.
Does it all by telepathy. Kids?
What? Oh, no.
Got married. How old?
20...
Man shouldn't marry till he's 40. Ridiculous. Don't know what they want till then. After that, too old to bother.
Oh, no.
Here! That's where it's gone.
Don't believe...
That's Alfred,
Yes?
wrestler,
Yes.
up here.
Oh.
Where are you going when you leave here?
Well,
Lost your job?
Well,
Wife, not have you?
Well,
Another man.
Oh, now.
Still, could be worse.
Oh, yes.
What's he want with that, then? Here, you were slow to ask.
Yes.
You all right?
Touch of the,
Here, couple of old crybabies you are. Bad as my friend.
Yes, well...
Shoot my brains out if I had the chance. Good. Tried to kill myself with gas.
Yes?
Kiddies at my sister's. Head in oven. Knock on door. Milkman. 2 weeks behind, he said. Broke everything I did.
Yes?
Nearly killed him. Would too if I could have got hold. Won't tap on our door, I can tell you, not again.
Goodness.
You all right?
Well,
Here. Hold my hand if you like.
Oh, now.
Here. Huh. Not much to look at.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Go on. Our age. Know what it's all about?
Oh, well, long road, you know.
Can't get to old age fast enough for me. Sooner they put me under.
Oh, now.
Different for a man.
Well,
I know. Have your troubles still. Woman's different.
Oh,
Wouldn't be a woman. Not again. Oi! Been here years, you know. Do the work of 10 men if they set him to it.
I say.
Oh, don't know where they've been. Oi! Deaf as a post. Yeah. No need to let go. Think you're shy.
Well,
Never mind. Too old to be disappointed.
Oh, now.
Here you are, then. Been looking for you all over.
Been here, haven't we, all the time?
Sun still strong.
Oh, yes.
Here, where's the other chair?
He's taking it over there.
What's he doing?
Dunno. Here, sit on his knee if you want to.
Catch me. Who do you think I am?
Well, no good you both standing.
Oh, no, after you, old man.
No, after you.
I'll be here all day, you ask me. Here, I'll stand.
Ridiculous.
Oh, God, Stroop.
Take it in turns.
Well,
Do, go ahead.
that's very, very.
Been carrying that around looking for you, he has.
In here we have all the time.
What you been up to, then?
Nothing you might mind.
Wanna watch her? Man all the time.
One who knows.
Seen it with my own eyes.
Lot more besides.
Well, looking up shouldn't wander clearing.
Ah, very.
Fallen in love she has.
A damn nuisance about that chair, what?
Ah, very.
Has to see the doctor about it, she has.
See the doctor about you, Gil.
Can't let no tradesman near the house. 5 kids, milkman, window cleaner.
Know your trouble, don't you?
Nothing's bad to show us.
Can't go down the street without her trousers wetting.
Well, a spot more sun, see those flowers out, shouldn't wonder.
Oh, yes.
Joe, that's Farrer, isn't it?
Say he's a champion quarter miler.
Oh, shouldn't wonder, build of an athlete, square shoulders.
Deep chest.
Oh, yeah.
Know what you should do with your mouth, Gil?
Know what you should do with something else.
Oh. Take a little stroll if you don't mind. Oh,
Mind she doesn't stroll you to the bushes.
mind she doesn't splash.
See the doctor about you, my girl.
See him all the time, your trouble. Not right in the head.
Can't keep away from men.
Oh,
Gardens.
oh dear.
Parks, especially.
Oh, well, I have heard of such,
Complaints. Used to send the police in 3s. Can't trust 2, and 1 was never enough.
Oh, my word.
Oh, yes.
Well, you can never tell a leopard.
What? Should see her. Spots all over.
Oh, dear.
Never washes.
Well, one of the advantages of a late lunch is that it leaves a shorter space to tea.
What's your friend's name?
Harry.
What's he do then?
Oh, temporarily, thought, a slight...
Get one with her, all right. Oh, another.
Oh, yes.
Don't know what we're coming to.
Uh-huh. Life. Mystery.
What you put away for, then?
What?
In here.
Oh, just a little...
Girl?
Girl.
Girls.
Girls.
In the street.
Oh, really?
Here. What you in for?
Only voluntary basis, I assure you.
Wife put you away?
No. Just thought I needed...
Ever been in the padded? What's it?
Don't believe...
Don't tell my friend.
Oh, well.
Lie there for hours, you can.
Oh, no.
Been here twice before.
Oh, really?
Don't tell my friend.
Oh, no.
Thinks it's my first.
Goodness.
One of the regulars. Wouldn't know what to do without me.
Oh, no. Familiar faces.
Come for 3 months. Out again. Back again at Christmas.
Oh, yes?
Can't stand Christmas.
Oh, no. Huh? Season of festivity. Good cheer.
Most people don't talk to you in here. You noticed.
Very rare. Well, find someone to communicate.
Of course, privileged.
Yes?
Been in the reception wing.
Oh, yes.
Good as cured.
Oh, goodness.
Soon be out.
Hardly worth the trouble.
No.
Home tomorrow.
You've been married long.
What?
You in love?
What?
Your wife.
Clouds. My friend was remarking this morning on their edges.
Hardly worth the trouble.
Oh, yes.
Going home.
Well, one has once. I thought I might plant some seeds. Soil not too good, I notice.
Tell you something.
Oh, yes?
Set up here for good.
Oh, yes.
Here, you listening? What you in for?
Oh.
Here, you're always crying.
No. Just the light in the eye.
Tell you something.
Yes?
Not leave here again.
Oh. No.
You're going to sit on that or something?
What?
Sit.
Dunno.
Give it to somebody who can, you do.
What?
Give it to somebody who can.
Yeah.
You know my friend?
No.
This is Alfred.
Oh. Good day.
Where you get your cane?
Oh, it came with me.
I had a cane like that once.
Ah, yes.
Nicked it.
Oh, now.
Had it when he came, didn't you? Sit down.
Yes.
Want to fight?
No.
You?
No, thanks.
Got sixpence?
No.
Here, you seen my friend?
No.
What you in for?
In what?
Thinks he's at home, he does. Doesn't know his own strength, do you?
No.
Took off a bit of his brain, haven't they?
Yeah.
Feel better?
Yeah.
His mother's 84.
70.
Thought you said she was 84.
70.
Won't know his own name soon.
You want to fight?
Knock you down one hand behind me back.
Go on.
Half kill you, I will.
Go on.
Want to try? Take that chair off you don't look out.
A slight breeze. Take the heat off the sun.
Want to jump on him if he bullies you?
Oh, yes.
What you looking at?
Sky.
They'll lock you up if you don't look out. How old's your father?
22.
Older than his daddy is. Don't know where that leaves him.
Well, hasn't been born. I shouldn't wonder.
No. Hadn't been born, he shouldn't wonder. Painted rude letters in the road.
Didn't?
Did.
Didn't.
Did. Right in the town centre. Took 'em 3 weeks to scrub it off.
2.
3.
2.
3. Apprentice painter and decorator. Didn't know what he was going to decorate. Then apprentice, you know more. Doesn't know his own strength, he doesn't.
Well, I wonder where...
Send the police out for them, they will.
Clouds?
Seen it all, I have. Rape, intercourse, physical pleasure.
Yes, I had a cousin once.
Here. You've got a big family, haven't you?
Oh, 7 brothers and sisters. Spreads around, you know.
Here, you was only child last week.
Well, I had a niece. Oh, when I say a niece, she was only...
What you do it for?
Oh, now.
Want to watch him? Trained as a doctor, he has.
I wonder where...
What you paint in the road?
Nothing.
Must have painted something. Can't paint nothing. Must have painted something or they couldn't have rubbed it off.
Paint you if you don't watch out.
Oh, knock your head off.
Won't.
Will.
Won't.
Will.
Won't.
What you doing with that chair?
Nothing.
Faster than a rocket he is. Want to watch him? Here, where you going?
Well, I thought I might... Oh.
Oh, good. Oh, they're coming off. I have nothing left.
Here, where you been?
There and back.
Know where you been, my girl?
Don't.
Canteen,
Don't tell her. Nose 10 miles long, she has. Trip over it one day, she will. What's he doing?
Won't give up his chair, he won't.
Still got 3, what?
Oh, yes. What? Clouds?
Ah, rain.
Shouldn't wonder.
Here, put that chair down. You get it.
Right.
One each then.
Yes.
Well?
Good.
Had a job once.
Good.
Packing tins of food.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Pull your skirt down, girl.
Got nothing up mine, ain't got up yours.
Put 'em in cardboard boxes.
Oh, really?
Done by machine now.
Nothing left for you to do, my girl. That's your trouble.
'Tis.
Cries everywhere, she does.
Well, one has one's...
Especially at Christmas. Cries at Christmas, Boxing Day, sometimes to New Year.
Well, one has one's...
What's he doing then?
Waiting to be born, he is.
What?
8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Better be there. You better be there.
Yeah.
Late for his own birthday, he is. Never catch up, you won't.
Thought I felt... No.
Could be.
Lucky so far.
Oh, yes.
Possibility.
By Jove.
One thing you can say about this place.
Yes?
Not like home.
Thank God.
What you want?
Nothing.
Give you nothing if you come here. What are you staring at?
Nothing.
Took off a bit of his brain, they have.
Where they put it then?
Thrown it in the dustbin.
Ha! Could have done with that. Didn't cut a bit off something else, did they?
You know what your trouble is, my girl.
Well, time for tea. Very nearly.
Oh, well, yes, shouldn't wonder.
Stretch the old legs.
Oh, yes.
Not your legs need stretching, ask me.
Oh, trim.
Fancies himself, he does.
Don't blame him.
Watch yourself, my girl.
No harm come from trying.
Good job your feet like they are, ask me.
Have 'em off in the morning. Not stand this much longer.
Slow her down. Know what they're doing.
Know what she is?
Well,
P.O.
P.O.
Persistent offender.
Ain't no such thing.
Is.
Listen.
Heard it in the office of Dr. What's his name?
Never heard that, Doctor, I haven't. Must be a new one, must that? Dr. What's his name's a new one on me.
I know what I heard.
Here. What's he crying about?
Always crying, one of these two.
Call them the water babies, ask me.
My dad was always crying.
Yeah?
Drank too much, came out of his eyes.
Oh.
Here, what's the matter with you, Harry?
Well, I...
Could have sworn.
Not rain, Sim. Splashing it all over he is.
There now.
Hey, look at him. Thinks it's raining.
Here, your friend.
Freshening.
I don't know.
Want to hold my hand?
Not seen so many tears. Haven't.
Not since Christmas.
Not since Christmas, girl. You all right? Think you and I better be on our way, girl.
Think we had.
Try to make something. What'd you get for it?
Get nothing if you don't try, Gil.
No.
Get nothing if you do either.
Here, don't slow you down, do they?
Get me laces back or else, Gil. Oh, God. What are you staring at?
Nothing.
Be dead this time tomorrow.
Here, gonna say goodbye to your boyfriend?
Don't know that he wants to know.
Give your hand, girl.
Can't move without.
Here. On our way.
Better get out of here, girl. Oh, God. Go mad here, you don't watch out.
By Jove. Freshening.
Oh, yes.
Not surprised it blows over tomorrow.
Yes.
Saw Harrison yesterday.
Yes.
Congestion.
Soot.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Shouldn't wonder. Wind veers. Northwest.
East.
Really? Higher ground, of course, one notices.
Found the
Oh, yes.
extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Get used to it after a while.
Oh, yes. The older one grows, the more one takes into account other people's foibles.
Oh, yes.
If a person can't be what they are, what's the point of being anything at all?
Oh, absolutely.
Army, I suppose. One gets quite used to foibles.
Oh, yes.
Navy, too, shouldn't wonder.
Oh, yes.
Relative of mine rose to being lieutenant commander in a sea-going corvette.
My word.
In the blood,
Bound to be.
without the sea. Hate to think.
Oh, yes.
At no point is one further than 75 miles distant from the sea.
Really?
That is the nature of this little island.
Extraordinary when you think.
When you think what came out of it.
Oh, yes.
Radar,
Oh, yes.
jet propulsion,
My word.
television,
Oh,
steam engine,
goodness.
empire the like of which no one has ever seen.
No, my word.
Light of the world.
Oh, yes.
Penicillin,
Penicillin.
Darwin,
Darwin.
Newton, Milton,
My word.
Sir Walter Raleigh.
Goodness, sir.
Lost his head, of course.
Oh, yes.
This little island.
Shan't see its like.
Oh, no.
The sun has set.
Couple of hours.
What?
Strange thing about this place, of course,
Oh, yes.
is its size.
Yeah.
Never see the same people 2 days running.
No.
Can't find room, of course.
No.
See them at the gates
Oh, my word.
of an evening, looking in. Well, the trouble is the money simply isn't there.
No.
Exchequer diverting wealth to its proper.
Oh, yes.
Well, witness. 1 metalwork table, 2 metalwork chairs, 2,000 people.
My word, yes.
While overhead,
Oh, yes.
You finished?
well,
Take 'em back.
Oh, yes.
Don't take 'em back. Get into trouble.
oh, my word. Shadows.
Yes.
Brother-in-law, who was an artist,
Really?
would have appreciated those flowers, light, fading, clouds.
Wonderful thing.
Oh, yes.
I should like to have been an artist myself. Musician.
Really?
Flute.
Beautiful instrument.
Oh, yes. Shadows.
Choose any card,
Any?
any one. 8 of diamonds,
My word.
right?
Absolutely.
Intended to show the ladies.
Another day.
Oh, yes.
Again.
Any one. 4 of spades.
Two of hearts.
What?
Amazing thing, of course, is the,
Oh, yes.
still prevails.
The sea, of course, is an extraordinary...
Oh, yes.
cousin of my...
See the church.
Shouldn't wonder he's disappointed.
Oh, yes.
Heartbreak.
Oh, yes.
Same mistake. Won't make it twice.
Oh, no.
Once over, never again.
You finished?
Well,
Take 'em back.
now that's very... What yeah.